Thinking of starting a nonprofit organization? If you go online, there are so many startup processes that may end up leaving you confused. Some of these startup processes have left founders frustrated and in debt. The big question is, what then is the right startup process? This is a question many have been asking for years, and having helped thousands of founders get started with their nonprofits, we've developed a foolproof 6-step roadmap to guide anyone, including a novice, through the process of establishing a successful and sustainable organization in any state across the United States. Here is a summary of the 6-step process. Step 1. The process starts with business planning. This is to provide you, the founder, complete clarity about your mission, the people and resources you need, how the nonprofit world operates, and the feasibility of your impact. By not creating a business plan during startup, many have launched missions that aren't feasible, leaving them with the only option of funding from their pocket. Step 2. Board recruitment. A nonprofit isn't a one-man show. According to the law and as a sustainable system, you need board members to support you in running, managing, and growing the organization. You must bring them in at the very beginning of the process because you need them to feel an ownership of the organization as much as yourself. This will ensure they commit their time, resources, and effort towards ensuring its success. Step 3. Strategic planning. When you started with business planning, it was my mission. To move forward, my vision must transform into our vision. This is where strategic planning comes in. By planning the organization, its programs, policies, activities, and events with you, they feel as much an ownership of the organization as yourself. This may also include the community you serve and its stakeholders if you involve them in the process. Step 4. Incorporation. This is where you get to incorporate your organization within the state, apply for EIN, and file for your 501c3 tax exemption status. You will need your bylaws, strategic plan, and details of your board members to go through this process. This is why the process comes forth in the entire startup framework. Many make the mistake of focusing on this startup step only. Step 5. Infrastructure development. There are tools you will need to successfully execute your programs, raise money, run and raise money, and promote your organization. Some of these tools include logos, marketing materials, websites, crowdfunding pages, social media handles, proposals. These tools and infrastructures will determine your credibility and the level of organization within your nonprofit to others. This is why you must make sure they are ready and properly developed. Step 6. Execution. This is where you start executing with your board. Some initiating activities include hiring staff, building community partnerships, connecting with resources, executing signature programs, raising startup funding, etc. Depending on what you have to do to get up and running, and also depending on your strategic action plan. As a rule, you must take on smaller projects with your board and celebrate every win before moving on to a bigger project. This way you can maintain and continue to build the confidence of your board. These are the 6 steps you must take to establish your organization in the United States. But here is where many get it wrong. They rush through the startup process without understanding each step of the process and what it entails. They think incorporating a nonprofit is the same as establishing a successful and sustainable nonprofit organization. They don't understand the nonprofit startup process, so go ahead to incorporate and struggle to get the organization together. They entirely outsource the startup process, leaving them less empowered to take on the mission. They recruit family and friends as board members. They take on the role of the board all by themselves, leaving board members dormant or inactive. Of course, this approach leads to failure, frustrations, and debts. If you've decided to start your nonprofit, here is what you can do. Learn the right startup process by purchasing the Nonprofit Starter Pack. This resource will guide you through each step of the process and provide you with the resources, tools, and sample documents you need throughout the process. You will also learn how to raise money and sustain your organization. You can get a copy here for only $27 using your preferred payment option. With the Nonprofit Starter Pack, you can start your nonprofit organization at your own pace, taking one step at a time until your organization is fully established and running. You will get weekly instructions guiding you through each step of the process while providing you with the resources and tools you need. The starter pack comes in audio, video, and ebook format, giving you a variety of options for your personal and professional development. Use the link in the description below to learn more about the starter pack and get a copy. If you buy the book within the next 24 hours, you get a 50% discount, access to our nonprofit startup community to support you as you grow, and lastly, an opportunity to schedule a free call with the founder to discuss your nonprofit dreams.